came up on Fried Bologna, boy, what you expect?
Hello?
What's up, bruh?
Hey, man, not much. What's going on with you?
You know, same shit, different toilet, man.
I feel it, man. And to all of our listeners, this is Tin Man TC.
And this your boy, High IQ.
And this is the Fried Bologna Podcast.
The podcast is as random as J.R. Smith forgetting how to play basketball in the final minutes of Game 1 in the NBA Finals, bruh.
Yeah, man. JR'd to the nth degree. He did exactly what J.R. Smith do.
Yeah. To be fair, he was consistent. JR gonna JR, man. So yeah, for a minute he forgot how to play basketball. He forgot what the score was. even though they was at the free throw line and everybody in the whole entire arena knew what the situation was. Yeah, man.
Before we continue, I do have somebody on the call with probably a fresh perspective on this topic.
Oh shit, let's go. Cool.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, we bring to you family, my cousin, Juan Kenobi, my oldest cousin. What's up, bro? How's it going, man?
Tin Man TC and High IQ. I ain't seen y'all niggas. I talked to y'all niggas since we was kids, but we grown now. What's going on with you, fam? My favorite cousin. My favorite cousin. Hey, if any of the family listening, to the podcast, yes sir, I made it official. Y'all know that Tin Man TC, favorite cousin. Watched a young man grow up into a productive, positive member of society with a lot of hate in his system, but he didn't get that from me. Hi IQ, what's up, my dude? All that means is
I didn't go to prison.
What's up, bro?
Hi,
Thanks
IQ,
for coming on the show, man.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you coming on the show, man. That's dope.
I've been listening since day one. I slack off from time to time, but I didn't binge listen to a lot of episodes, and I don't know how long this call gonna be, but we gonna get into it because we definitely gonna have to touch bases on a lot of the previous episodes. I had some shit I want to let off my chest.
Fair enough.
That's what's up.
So, what you think about JR and his shenanigans?
Man, to be honest with you, fam, I was on my way to work and I was at work while the game was going on, so I didn't get a chance to fully watch the game like I wanted to and see LeBron in all of his glory. But I did catch the last 2 minutes of the fourth quarter and all of overtime. And J.R. Smith, like Joel Embiid said, J.R. was on that Henny. He was on that Henny, man. I'm looking at the game and he grabs the rebound and I'm like, oh shit, he got the rebound. That's the one thing that surprised me is that he actually got the rebound over KD. But for him not to have the presence of mind to go up to attempt, a putback. But if you grab the rebound and if you're thinking, because I listened to, his reaction afterwards, all of the interviews he's done. And he's like, oh, I thought Braun was calling a timeout or whatever. Even if you thought someone else was going to call the timeout, and if you were thinking about calling the timeout, then you should have just called the timeout.
Yeah.
That's my whole thing.
Right.
You should have just, how are you in the NBA Finals and you're a professional basketball player, you're not knowing the score of the game, you're not knowing the time of the game. You just, at that moment, you have a brain fart at the wrong time. But then, they went back and showed the history of J.R. Smith and all of his mental breakdowns. This nigga is dapping people
mental
up
illness
on the sideline. he didn't let Jason Terry talk him into coming to give him dap while play is going on and somebody get a dunk. I'm like, come on, dude. Come on, man. And this is the dude that LeBron James got him a big extension on.
Yeah, he obviously needed it for his medication because he was off his medication in Game 1.
Man,
Yeah.
he popped something and
So,
it finally kicked in.
It kicks in the fourth quarter. Yeah, man. Question: Do you think mentally he gonna be able to bounce back from that, Jr. Or do you think he's just gonna disappear for the rest of the series?
You go first, Ro.
J.R. Smith, he's kind of a retard. So I think that, you know, when you do something that dumb, I think J.R. Smith is like, I fucked up. Okay, it is what it is. I think that's what it is with him. It's like, okay, I don't think that he has that competitive nature in him, or has that competitive drive, or has that type of DNA in himself to be like, damn, you know, I cost the team a win. You know, how do I bounce back from this? Like, I want to show them. I think that he's like, okay, I fucked up. All right, it is what it is. Next game. I think that's what his mentality is. You know, it's like you getting drunk and having sex with an ugly chick, and then the next day your boy's like, damn, nigga, you smashed that. You like, oh, I was drunk. I don't give a fuck. It is what it is. He was off that Henny.
I think New York Knicks J.R. Smith had that mentality. Although New York Knicks J.R. Smith and Cleveland Cavalier J.R. Smith is still, they're both capable of really, really stupid shit. I think Cleveland Cavalier J.R. is a little more. I think he's more remorseful of his actions, and I think he's going to do whatever he can to redeem himself. So I'm looking for J.R. Smith to have a big half. I don't know if it's going to be the first half. I don't know if it's going to be the second half. I prefer it to be the second half because that's when they'll need him the most. But something tells me J.R. Smith is going to hit like 5 threes and a half, and redeem himself. He'll either be a part of the Cleveland Cavaliers even in the series 1-1, or at least getting close to doing it. Or there's that other option where he just shoots himself out of the game, goes 0 for 12, and gives you nothing on the court. Both are equally likely.
Yeah, the latter might happen. He might self-destruct right before our eyes, man. Yeah.
Yeah, he's been known to do that.
I've been waiting for J.R. Smith to show up the whole entire season. So, JR, if you're going to show up, this is the time to do it now, brother. I know you listening.
Second that.
I know you listening, JR.
Yeah, fortunately, you know, he is one of our biggest fans because he's got a lot of time on his hands between games.
JR looked like
he the fried bologna quite frequently.
Sandwiches.
Yeah, he does look like he did.
No, for real. He probably is listening. Like, it's not like he preparing for a game 2. So, yeah, he probably listening.
So, hey, let me ask y'all. We
want him to remain a listener.
Let me ask y'all a
What's
question.
up?
Because, you know, we all black. You know, we all black men in America. From different backgrounds. So, let me ask you this. What is the perfect way to make a fried bologna sandwich, in your opinions? And what do you make it with, from bread to the toppings, condiments, all of that?
All right. I'll go first because mine's more no frills. So first you get about if I'm making just one sandwich for myself, I'm not entertaining or anything. I'm not making a feast or a spread for anyone. You get about 3 slices of bologna. You throw them ideally on a cast iron skillet. but a stainless steel skillet will do too. Throw on the skillet, have the skillet heated, about medium heat or so. Let it heat up just nice to where when you throw the slices of bologna on there, they start sizzling right away. You let them bubble up, right? And then about a minute or so after they bubble up, you flip them. And then about 2 minutes after you flip them, that's when you kind of cut that slice in there to get the bubble down. Right? Then you get 2 pieces of white bread. You stack all 3 pieces of bologna on there. You get the other piece of white bread, stack it on top of there, and then you start eating. You don't need nothing else with it except for maybe a bag of Doritos. Nacho cheese.
Your shit boring as hell.
Oh, man. Hey, but if look, I think we came up the same way because mine's is pretty much the same thing. I don't need anything else on that sandwich. The only thing is, though, I do tend to put a little butter, because I put a little butter on top of mine. But other than that, I think the key ingredient, it has to be white bread. We're not doing any of this whole wheat grain, fully organic shit. It's as greasy as it can be. Now, as far as what what I eat with it, man, I'm just going with regular Lay's chips, original. That's like what I've been eating since I was a kid, man.
Okay.
Yeah. What about you, Ro?
Yeah, y'all shit boring as hell. I definitely wouldn't want to have a bologna sandwich from either one of y'all. I mean, but no.
Well, nigga, I'm not making you no bologna sandwich. You don't ever got to worry about that.
Whenever I come visit, you know that I'm a guest. So if you make it, which you're lucky because I don't eat meat anymore. But when I did eat meat, and I had, I would go into, I would have my throwback moments where I would be like, you know what, I'm gonna go and make a meal that I had when I was in junior high school or high school, and fried bologna was one of those things. So how I made mine was, I started with the 3 pieces of bologna. I would fry them, let that little bubble, form. Then I would slice that on all of them. Mayonnaise, lettuce, tomato, onion, a little bit of mustard. Build it all up. And here's the best part of it. You got to eat it with some ramen noodles. Some Oriental flavor ramen noodles. A fried bologna sandwich with some Oriental flavored ramen noodles. Yeah, y'all don't know about that.
That's a little too gourmet, man. We keep it a little more gutter around here.
Yeah, we ain't got time for that. That's a lot of work, bro.
Who buys lettuce?
Oh, that's like a 7-minute meal. It takes 7 minutes to make that.
Who buys onions?
Who got time to slice onion and prep all that? Try to prep all that. Slice a tomato.
Who eats just meat and bread?
Meat, cheese, and bread.
Meat?
That's all you need.
He said well, hey, me and Tim, man, we've had these conversations about food, and I already told him he's deprived himself of the best things in life when it comes to food. He doesn't like onions.
You have told me that.
He does not like onions. He doesn't like sushi.
No, hell no.
He doesn't like chitlins.
I do like sushi. Wait, let's stop there. I do like sushi. I just don't like sushi every night like you do.
You don't like sushi.
I got to be in the mood for it.
Okay, whatever.
And goddamn, no, I don't like no chitlins, man. Chitlins are disgusting.
Yo, high IQ. You ever had chitlins?
Yeah, not fucking with them. No, I can't do it, bro. Can't do it, bro. Oh, man.
That's that suburban shit. So when you come from the projects, when you come from the projects like me, you grew up on a thing called you eat what was in front of you, or you got a whooping and got sent to bed. There was no democracy in the household that I grew up in. There was no choices. You had choices. You had a choice of eating or get your ass whooped? Which one you want? You want?
Well, let's clear something up too. Is we had the same rules. It just wasn't. We just didn't have to eat chitlins.
Yo, I remember one Thanksgiving where my grandmother, well, our grandmother, she made chitlins. You know, that was one of the.
She makes chitlins every Thanksgiving.
Not every Thanksgiving. Well, not anymore because, you know, she's up in age and she, you know, really don't be fucking with that shit. Only time.
Shouts out to grandma.
Now, if she makes chitlins now, but like I said, I stopped eating meat. But if I request chitlins for Thanksgiving, Christmas, or my birthday, because my birthday is right behind the holidays, she'll make them specifically for me. But this one particular Thanksgiving, she made chitlins, and all of, you know, like Tim Man said, I'm the first nephew, I'm the first grandchild, so I'm older than his young ass.
Preferential treatment.
But so she made chitlins this one particular Thanksgiving, and all like the little cousins, she gave it to them, and like one by one, they all started throwing up. And it wasn't funny then. It wasn't funny then, but it became funny, you know, as the years went on. It became funny because it was just like you just see 4 or 5 little kids all like in sequence, just blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah. And I'm sitting over there enjoying the shit out of my chitlins.
The shit out of your shit.
Yeah.
Because chitlins ain't nothing but shit.
Pretty much. Hey, so what? You mentioned you stopped eating meat. So you just vegetarian, or you vegan, or what are you?
No.
And how long have you stopped eating meat?
The term is pescatarian. So I eat fish, but I don't eat turkey. I don't eat chicken. I don't eat beef, and I don't eat pork.
Damn,
that's a sad life.
Yeah, man. When you get old, you start to realize your metabolism doesn't work the way it did when you were younger. You know what I mean? Like
you are old.
If I don't go hoop, or if I don't go to the gym like on a consistent basis, I'll gain weight like fast. And it's crazy because when I was younger, I could eat and not gain weight at all. But now, I could go out for 2 weeks drinking, eating bad, and my ass will put on 10, 15 pounds quick. So I was like, you know what?
My body don't work that way quite yet.
I was like, you know what? I need to cut out eating, you know, a lot of these things that is, you know, it's going to, you know, put weight on my body. And also, you know, for health reasons also, you know, like in our family, we have like high cholesterol, you know, high blood pressure, you know, this, that, and the third. And I'm like, you know, hell, I'm not trying to, I know we're all going to die, but I'm not trying to speed the process up.
I hear you, man.
So what you do when you go to barbecues? Like what are you looking forward to when you go to a family barbecue?
Man, if I go to a family barbecue and I know,
hey,
if I go to a family barbecue, because the way our family barbecues are, it's gonna be something there for me to eat. And if it's not, shit, I'll bring something. Shit, hey, Uncle, throw this salmon on the grill. hey, throw this tilapia in the oven. Make me some baked tilapia out this bitch. Where the salad at? I'm gonna find something to eat. Shit. Or I just won't show up to that motherfucker. My presence won't be there. You know, that's how it is. I won't show up. Shit,
they may stop inviting you though, due to all these fucking special orders though. They be like, nah, we not gonna invite that nigga. He need a special menu. They may stop.
We had that type of family. You know, we had that type of family that everybody is a critic. You know, our family is social media before social media got really popping. if you you know how a lot of these you know, celebrities and people like that, they don't have tough skin. You say something about them, you know, they lash out, and then, you know, they got to apologize for somebody talking shit to them. Yeah, in our family, you know, you learn to grow up with tough skin. It's nothing that nobody out in society can say to me that's going to hurt my feelings, because, hell, you know, I grew up with uncles that talk shit. My mama talk shit. My grandma talk shit. So, yeah.
And nobody apologizes.
Yeah, and they ain't apologizing. You can let them know that they hurt your feelings, and they're going to be like, oh, well, you better deal with that shit.
Yeah. My grandma hit me with a nigga please once.
Oh, shit. You want me to... Hey, I'll tell you what... Hey, go ahead.
Grandma, you can't say that. Nigga please. I swear to God, my grandma said that.
Hey, I'm like, because I'm the first grandchild. I'm like, you know, pretty much like spoiled by my grandmother. Not like spoiled in the sense where she's gonna give me money and just do whatever I ask her. Not in that sense. Just, you know, I'm the first grandchild. You know, you're always gonna have like a special bond with the first one. So when I was younger, I'm not gonna put my age out there. Just know that I'm older than both of y'all.
There's a long time ago.
I was dating. I had a girlfriend. I had a girlfriend, and she had got pregnant, and I'm like, damn. So, you know, I run and I tell my grandmother that I might have a baby on the way. Now, I wasn't a teenager or anything like that. I was in my 20s. So my grandmother, you know, she's like, do you know it's yours? And I'm like, well, you know, this chick, I've been with her. I would assume that, you know, I'm the only one that she been with. And she was like, I don't trust nothing. Nobody tell me, you know, I need proof. I need proof. And I'm like, well, you know, hell, only proof I'm going to have is when the baby get here and we take a test. So fast forward a month or so, the chick went and had an abortion, but she didn't tell me. So my grandmother happened to ask me. She was like, "What's the situation with the baby?" And I'm like, I don't know. I haven't talked to the girl." So I happened to call her while I was at my grandmother's, and she was like, "Oh, you know, I had an abortion. I thought I told you." I was like, "Nah, you ain't tell me you had an abortion." And my grandmother is sitting there like she's hearing the conversation. So I hang up the phone. And my grandma, she just goes off. She said, "I don't know what you out here doing, messing with these ragtag ass, little pissy-tailed ass girls that's going around screwing and having babies and then having abortions. You need to keep your damn dick in your pants." And I was like, what? Hey, everything that she was saying prior to her saying, "You need to keep your damn dick in your pants," it was like, Okay, Grandma. All right. Everything she's saying is like, you know, the teacher in the background with Charlie Brown, like, wah, 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 wah. You need to keep your damn dick in your pants, and the album just skipped. And I was like, huh? I was like, Grandma, why you talk to me like that? Why you say that? I'm telling you the truth. That's what you need to do, goddammit. Keep your goddamn dick in your pants. And I'm like, damn, she couldn't have used another word. Like, she couldn't have said, you know, like when you're a kid, your mom would be like, you call your dick your wee wee, something like that. Like, I'm like, she couldn't have used another word. Like, you know, that shit it didn't sit easy with me. My grandmother, you know, using the word dick around me.
Yeah, she don't censor herself around nobody.
Yeah, she don't filter herself. I remember I took a chick over my grandmother's house, and she had a fat old ass. Oh man, she had so much ass, and she had these little ass coochie cutter booty shorts on. And my grandmother, she walks in, and my grandmother looks at her, and then she looks at me, and I'm like, oh shit, my grandma gonna say something. And she was like, "Ooh, girl, you come up in here with them little coochie cutter shorts on. Ooh." And then she walks past my grandmother, and she gets ready to sit down, and my grandma was like, "Ooh, you looks like a hoochie." Oh, she was like, "I hope you don't bring her back around here dressed like that. Don't you know you coming to meet somebody's grandma?" And I'm just like, oh, shit. I'm like, oh, shit.
Hey, but grandma was right.
I'm like, Grandma.
What kind of...
Shit and fuck the pussy up.
Kind of got a chick was anyway. All right. So we brought Ro on the show because, as you could probably already tell, he's got a lot of funny ass stories. Stories in which we'll get into probably another one in a bit because we do got some shit that we need to go over. IQ, I believe you had something you wanted to talk about.
Oh, you know what? Since we got Ro on the show, I kind of want to get his thoughts on the this Drake and Pusha T thing, because
what Drake?
Me and
that shit is dead.
Yeah, this is probably the last time we got to talk about it.
Yeah, me and TC, we're ecstatic that somebody finally exposed Drake, but we just want to kind of get your thoughts on it. First off, are you a Drake fan?
Yep, he sure is.
I'm not a Drake fan. Let me first of all, just because I don't hate the nigga, that don't make me a fan. All right, let's get that straight.
I remember we was in the car when I was still living in Vegas. We was in the car. We was going to Town Square, and you said the words, "Man, nigga, Drake is dope," and I said, "What?"
Tim, man, I think you lying.
I think I would never lie on you.
Hey, high IQ. I think he lying on me. Me saying I don't. First of all, there's not too many niggas that I'm gonna just outright say they're dope. Like, for me to say you're dope, you better have like a catalog to back me saying that you're dope. And at that time, I think Drake had just came out. So I'm definitely not going to say he's dope and he just came out. Especially when the nigga sings, he sings and raps. So it's like, okay, nigga, what are you? But, I'm gonna give you your moment because I'm a guest on your show. I'm a guest on your show. So I'm gonna give you that. I'm just gonna say I said that just for the sake of just for this story. I'm gonna say I
know why I remember that? You know why I remember that? Because of everything you just said. I know you value MCs, and if we're gonna talk about like rappers and you calling somebody dope, they're gonna have to have the catalog. They're gonna have to have the cachet. So when you said that, I was taken aback. I was disappointed. I was surprised. And I got a little bit angry. I'm not going to lie. I thought I knew you better than that. Maybe we weren't as close as I thought we were. That's why I remember it. It was somewhat of a landmark in our relationship. A moment I will never forget.
Oh, man.
So anyway, Drake is your boy.
Back to, because that shit you talking. Like I said, I'm gonna let you have this one because I really, that me saying somebody is dope. I know that, it's only like a handful of cats that MC, rap, whatever you want to call it, that I will say,
Drake,
he's dope.
Drake, look how quickly niggas switch on you, cuz. Look how quickly they switch on you.
But it was all good a year ago, Drake.
Next minute, they just like a couple of your songs.
As far as Drake, as far as what he does, he has, he has some cool little one-liners here and there. If it's true that Quentin writes or wrote his shit, because I know how people exaggerate things. Like, if you write a hook, then people are like, oh, he writes your rhymes. Or, if you contribute to an album in some kind of way, oh, he wrote this or he did this. Like 50 did that shit with The Game. So, we all know that 50 didn't write The Game's documentary album or whatever the case may be. But as far as my thoughts on the whole battle thing, when Push released the Infrared, and, he was like, it was written by Quentin or whatever, I was like, ooh, okay, shots fired. But then when Drake released the Duppy, I was like, damn. I was like, oh shit, Drake he spit some shit. That shit was all right for the sake of battle rap. It was cool on that because I really like the art form of battle rap, like the Hollow the Dons and all of them. I fucks with them. I like that shit. I watch that shit on YouTube all day long. But when Push came with his, man, that shit took me back to how I felt when I heard Super Ugly, when I heard Ether, when I heard No Vaseline. Not in that order, because I know Vaseline. I know that No Vaseline came out way before those. But yeah, I was like, there's literally nothing that Drake can say or do, or Drake and Quentin can say and do now at this point, because Push has literally just deaded this whole beef, like the beef battle, whatever. Like I saw online that Drake was paying people like $100,000 to find dirt on Pusha T for his response, but it's like, dog, you can't, like, you can't.
I even got a text.
You can't reply. There's nothing that you could say. Like this, man. This nigga just he flamed you, like flamed you. He did to you what you did to Meek Mill, or what you and Quentin
but worse.
Did to Meek Mill.
What you and Quentin did. Hey, I got a text because it's been out there in the tabloids that I'm a longtime Pusha T fan, so I may have some insight on something he might have said in his lyrics that may make him appear vulnerable. I did give them my Venmo information, but I did not release any information on Pusha T because I've got nothing for him.
Okay.
Oh, but I've met Pusha T twice, so I'll put that out there also. I met him twice. Cool dude.
I met him once at the Bay, as a matter of fact. Is that where you met him?
I met him twice at the Bay, of course.
Yes.
That's my
you probably met him the same day I did.
That's my second home. Good old Mandalay Bay.
You've been there longer than you've been anywhere else.
Hey, it's two things that I could say three. There's three things that I could say I'm committed to. That's basketball, Mandalay Bay, and talking shit to 10-Man TC.
Yeah. And you're only good at two of those things.
Wait, which one's the better hooper?
Come on now.
Him and I?
Oh,
I don't know about
see, yeah,
that.
You said I already know the answer. You hesitated, bro.
I don't know about that. We had to play. We've never gotten a chance to play 1-on-1.
No, we haven't, because the age difference is so big that by the time I was in my prime, he was just moving out of his prime, so it wouldn't have been fair.
Oh, but don't get it
I'm
twisted.
still in my prime.
Hey, high IQ, don't get it twisted. My handles is sick. My J is nice. So he wouldn't have an easy win. Like, it wouldn't be like the time when
he's a hooper.
He would it wouldn't be like he would just mollywop me. Nah, it wouldn't be that. It would be a competitive ass game because I'm competitive.
Yeah, you scoring double digits in the game to 21.
It's not like what he did to my uncles, which I'm like, why would you even play this dude when you haven't touched a basketball in years? Like,
IQ, have I ever told you that story?
You're letting your pride and your ego take you out on a court to play against a nigga who's in college still. Or were you in college? Or were you out? It doesn't matter. Like,
I just got out of college.
You don't go play some 20-something-year-old dude when you like 50-something and you haven't touched a basketball in like 15 years.
IQ, have I told you the story?
I don't think so. Is this the same story where somebody tore the AC or tore their Achilles? Is this the same pickup game?
Kinda. It wasn't an Achilles, but I'll give you the short version. We're at my uncle's wedding, and we're me, Ro, and my dad and some of my uncles. We're all groomsmen at his wedding. So we're in one of the rooms talking before my uncle's wife shows up super late, and this was before he cussed her out on the phone for being late. So we're talking hoop, and they said something, and I said, I'd beat any two of you in a game. They said, you by yourself would beat two of us. I said, yeah, I would. And it wouldn't be close. And they said, oh, man, come on now. And then Ro and my dad were like, yo, he's 22, 23 years old. Y'all are 50-something. Y'all ain't picked up the ball in 20 years. Of course he'd beat you guys. And y'all gonna hurt yourselves. All of that came true. So we actually put money on it. And so long story short, we go out and play. We're at a park. We're at West Middle School. And it's me versus my Uncle Milk and our surrogate Uncle Tim. And I say surrogate because he's not a blood uncle, but he's been around the family forever. So we're playing. They go up with an early lead like 3-0, 3-1. This is exactly where I wanted them because they had to work for those 3 points. These old niggas are tired now. So then I just start taking it to the basket one play at a time. And before I know it, they started calling fouls and travels and a whole bunch of calls. My dad was like, all right, that's enough. Y'all gonna end up fighting out here. So we never finished, but I was up like 7-3.
Damn. That's embarrassing, bro.
Now, mind you.
Yeah, and then my uncle had to go to the hospital for something he did to his heel, and Tim ended up messing up his knee.
Now, mind you.
So you not only beat him, but you injured them? You not only beat them, you injured them and sent them to the hospital?
Mm-hmm. They injured that. Hey, they injured themselves. They injured themselves.
Yeah, they did. I didn't do anything except the challenge.
Now,
hey, how much money you win though? How much money was on the line?
I was gonna. They were gonna put up like $200 apiece, and I would only have to pay them $100 apiece.
Oh man!
And then
they were compensating themselves, and we never.
The money.
Yeah, we since the game didn't finish, we didn't. We didn't put the money up. Like nobody got paid.
Damn, that pride,
I was okay
bro.
with that. I proved my point.
That pride, yeah. Damn.
Yeah,
Pride
the only time me and TC ever played with each other were like games of 21, and with 21,
you got like 2 other niggas on the court. That don't really.
We probably played like 3 games of 21. He won 1, I won 1, and somebody else won 1. So it wasn't, but yeah,
that wasn't a fair assessment.
Hey, how y'all have y'all? Hey, IQ, you and him, y'all have a freestyle battle to take care of, and if he want to play me one-on-one, if he want to play me one-on-one, he knows I'll catch a flight.
That freestyle battle is still on hold. We haven't gotten the paper right on that.
Yeah, we need some money, man. We need some money. If you're good at something, never do it for free, bro.
Y'all need some sponsors, or y'all like Floyd and Connor, or Floyd and Pacquiao.
All of the above.
Because it sound like this has been an ongoing thing for many years.
It's been brewing,
I'm not gonna lie.
It's been brewing.
I heard a like a deaf poetry type spitting session from IQ a little while ago, and I was impressed. I realized this wasn't going to be a sparring match, so I had to up the bag, and both sides have not come to an agreement yet. So we're still in talks.
So it'll happen, man. It'll happen.
Speaking of battles, I have 2 stories for y'all. So
2 stories.
This and this shit, this real shit, and it involves this Rose true Hollywood stories. So when I was younger, I used to be like the typical young black male in the urban city, urban areas. You either want to Like what Biggie say, you either have a wicked jump shot or you slang crack rock or you rap. You know,
Yes.
Young black, you either want to rap, play basketball, or sell drugs. I knew if I ever even attempted to sell drugs, my uncles would fuck me up quick. But
That's true.
So
Maybe not Uncle Edwin.
so
He'd be
I
trying to
used
get down with you.
So
Probably
I used
should
to,
have
you
said
know,
his name.
I used to, you know, call myself wanting to rhyme and shit like that. And actually, I was in a group and we almost got signed. But one particular night out on the Strip, we used to go out to the Las Vegas Strip a lot, and we used to battle people. You know, we used to have like little ciphers out on the Strip. And this particular night, a certain celebrity who, you know, had a sibling who had a brighter star than him, his sister, we know her as Moesha, Mr. Ray J himself, him and his boys happened to be out on the Strip one night. We're all out there battling, and him and like three of his partners, they walk by, and you know, bitches are, oh, that's Ray J. There go Ray J. And you know, he stops to hear us battle, and you know, bitches are trying to talk to him, and his boys, you know, they talking to the bitches, and one of my boys are battling this cat, and this nigga Ray J was like, ah, them niggas whack. So me, I'm like, nigga, you whack. And he was like, hey homie, you don't know me. I was like, nigga, you don't know me. I was like, hey man, don't let your fucking mouth get the rest of your body in trouble. And then he was like, what? And then his homie was like, what's up then, cuz? What's up? I'm like, nigga, what's up? I'm like, y'all niggas ain't doing nothing but doing a whole lot of talking, dog. I was like, man, y'all better take y'all Hollywood ass up out of here. So, you know, that was the night that I had a little confrontation with Ray J. Because, you know, he was...
Ray J gets into it with everybody.
Yeah, it wasn't that fabulous shit where he was like, and I bombed on that nigga. And I bombed that nigga. Fabulous was talking shit and I bombed on that nigga. Like, nigga, shut your ass up. You saw.
Ray J's a little insecure.
The other story is one night we went to House of Blues to see Mr. Cheeks perform. You know, y'all, I don't know if y'all remember Mr. Cheeks. He was
Lights, camera, action. I know exactly
right,
who Mr. Cheeks is.
So
I was
he
big
classic,
on that
bro.
album.
Right, so he performed at House of Blues, and after the show, he was hanging out like in front of the House of Blues, him and his boys and all that shit. So I go up to him, and I was like, you know, what's up, man? Good show, you know, blah blah this that. He was like, you know, cool. What's up with you? He was like, hey man, what He was like, hey, you got some smoke? I was like, I don't have any, but I could get some. He was like, all right, look, we going up to my suite. Bring some trees up. So I was like, all right, cool. And I was like, hey, and so his boy was like, yeah, and bring some bitches too. And I was like, all right, cool, I got it. You know, I'm like, you know, me, I'm like, all right, I'm about to go kick it with these rap niggas. And then I didn't kick it with, you know, rap niggas before and all that shit, but not like this, you know. So I had a broad with me, and she knew like 3 other girls that happened to be around. So I hit my brother, and I was like, hey, I need some trees. He meets me, bring me the trees, man, the bitches go upstairs to this nigga's suite. So we get up there, it's him, like 5 his boys, and it's a couple of other broads in there. So, and it's just me. It's me, this chick, and 3 of her homegirls. So we go up there, I get the niggas the weed, and this nigga was like, his boy was like, all right, man, you can leave. And I was like, what? He was like, all right, man, you can leave. He said, but the girls can stay. And I was like, oh, word? And I was like, he was like, yeah. He was like, fuck out of here. And I'm like, okay. So I leave. I'm like, oh, you know, I ain't about to get jumped by these fucking niggas. So I was like, all right, cool. So I called my brother, and you know, my brother, like you know, he's kind of like, well, I won't say kind of, he is a street nigga. So I was like, yo, This nigga, Mr. Cheeks, and his boys just took the fucking weed and told me I had to leave. Told me get the fuck out of here. I was like, nigga, let's go up there and handle it. I'm like, nigga, let's go back up to the room and let's get with these niggas. My brother was like, man, I'm all the way. I'm like, come on, dog. Like, this nigga just chumped me. And I don't feel good about it. So, you know, I had to take that L. That nigga took my weed. Luckily, I didn't pay for that
your
shit.
girls.
Luckily I didn't take that shit. But the cool shit is, the bitch that I took, she left too. Like, she didn't know where I was at. I came down. You know, she came down like 10 minutes, you know, after I was trying to like get my brother to come back up there with some of his niggas. I was like, you know, come back up here, you know. She came back down, but her homegirls, they stayed up there, you know. But
man,
yeah,
fuck Mr. Cheeks.
If social media was around back then, I probably would have Snapchatted that shit. You know, I probably would have went on Twitter. I probably would have went on Twitter and Instagram, and be like, nigga, bring your ass outside. Let's you know, let's shoot a fair one. let's shoot a fair one, me and you.
Yeah, man. I'd have said something real nice to you at your funeral.
Crazy shit. What else y'all had to get into?
Yeah. Actually, you know what? Since we're 40-some minutes into the call, I think it's appropriate that I get this unfuckwittable off my chest real quick, if that's okay with you fellas.
Let's do this.
I love your unfuckwittables. I love your unfuckwittables. Hey, I like your two things that don't mix too high IQ, but hey, when he does his unfuckwittables, there's a lot of passion behind it, and it really gives me a chance. It really gives me a chance to get that nice dose of TC's hatred. Like there's so much passion behind your hatred. I love it, but
I need you to write a testimonial.
Yeah, your hatred.
Hey, real talk. Real talk. You have no idea how many times I get approached or somebody tell me, why TC so angry? He angry all the time. I'm like, I know. I don't. He's just that way like sometimes. I don't know.
It sounds like he's mad, like he's a fat nigga who has never got no pussy. That's what his hatred. That's how passionate he is about his hatred. It's like, and then with the fact that he hates a light skinned nigga with a lot of money, and he hates tall, funny hair nigga with a lot of money, and then he hates a retired great with a lot of money.
So I'm jealous.
That's why I say he sounds like a fat nigga who's never got no pussy, because he's hating niggas who got all the money to get all the pussy.
So are you robbing me or are you insulting me? Like,
no, your hatred is funny. Your hatred is funny. You know, I find it it's very entertaining, dog.
Well, I appreciate that. So, thank you for the long-winded introduction. Can I get on with my unfuckwittable now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Let's do this.
Jesus. So, I'm not sure if you guys have been following the Twitter or the news, but Roseanne Barr has recently got her show rebooted, and subsequently got her show canceled just recently because of some racist shit that she said. So, my unfuckwittable for the week is Roseanne Barr. Does she still go by Roseanne Barr or is it Roseanne Arnold? I guess it doesn't matter. We know we're talking about Roseanne. Roseanne tweeted something very, very racist and insensitive. She's trying to say that the Ambien got her tweeting something racist. Ambien is the sleep drug, helps you sleep, And by the way, side note, I've taken Ambien once before, and I didn't feel like I was sleeping. I felt like it was just a long blackout. Like there was just a point where I was conscious, and then a point where I was waking up from being unconscious. I was not well rested, but I digress. So Roseanne got her show canceled for tweeting some racist shit, and then blamed it on Ambien that she tweeted racist shit. But Roseanne Barr has a history of tweeting racist shit or saying racist shit. Roseanne is not in a place to be tweeting about somebody's appearance. I'm not sure if you guys remember what Roseanne looks like, but do you guys know who Miss Piggy is from the Muppets? So imagine Miss Piggy gave up on life, right? She said, fuck it. That glam life was not for her. It took too much time to primp and prep herself. And so she just gave up and started sitting on the couch, eating Hostess powdered donuts and drinking Mountain Dew all day. That's what Roseanne Barr looks like. So she's got some goddamn nerve talking about the way somebody else looks. Fuck Roseanne. Fuck her show. Fuck everything that it stood for. And I hope we never have to hear from Roseanne again. I hope that society has Pusha T'd Roseanne. And that is all. And also fuck Drake too.
Damn. Well said, man.
Yeah, I took an Ambien
well said. That was a good one,
that
man.
shit didn't make me want to say nothing racist about white people.
No, or black people for that matter.
Yeah. That shit, like you said, that shit put me on my ass. One of my best friends.
Yeah, it was a weak excuse.
One of my best friends.
I sleep better. I sleep better if I'm high. Like, that's a good night's sleep. Ambien did not feel like a good night's sleep.
Yeah. I fucks with that Gorilla Glue. It gives me, like, the best sleep.
Gorilla Glue? Is that a strain of weed?
Yeah. I think it's like a indica or a sativa hybrid. I think it's a mixture of the two. But, yeah. You don't...
Gorilla Glue is actually some glue.
No,
that's
go
supposed
to
to make shit,
go to a dispensary and ask them for Gorilla Glue and smoke that shit. Trust me, you'll love it.
You know, there's a lot of creative names for weed out there, but Gorilla Glue seems like the kind of name that would keep me from it.
Man, there's worse, man. There's like
on fire is good. Yeah, you know.
There's one called Durban Poison. Durban Poison, bro.
Poison.
Durban Poison.
That's not an attractive name.
Durban Poison.
See, Lavender Dream sounds good.
Dream
that sounds
Queen.
like something I would smoke and actually have some nice, lovely lavender dreams.
That shit sound like a Prince album. That shit sound like a Prince album. A collection of Prince's greatest hits.
Oh, IQ. There was something there's something else that you wanted to bring up.
Oh man! Oh, you know what? Before we get to that, Rose True Hollywood story. It reminded me of a story I heard the other day, man. I gotta admit some names out of here, and it involves your boy Drake. So
Of course,
y'all ain't gonna believe this shit. Yeah. Now, Ro talked about how he brought some females up to greet Mr. Cheeks, and one of them, after Ro got kicked out, rolled back with him. Right? You know, that's a down ass chick, right? So, here's the story, man. This guy, it's his birthday party. He goes to a club, like maybe a group of 20, and it's him, his friends, and his girl, and a couple of her friends. They're at this spot, and the DJ announces that Drake is in the building, right? So, an hour goes by. Drake's bodyguards, or boys, I don't know, come over to where they're at, and the bodyguard says to the dude's girl, he's like, Drake would like you to hang out with him for the rest of the night. Just completely disregarding like who she with or whatever, right? And the girl gets up, looks at the dude, and is like, babe, it's Drake though. And then goes and hangs out with Drake for maybe like 30, 40 minutes. Comes back and continues to hang out with her dude for the rest of the night. Now the story is the dude got upset, but that was it. Like they had a little argument and that was it. I asked this question to y'all. If that happens to you, what are you doing?
Ro, if you don't mind, can I answer this first?
Go ahead.
Fuck her. We're done. For two reasons. She already knows how I feel about Drake. Right? If it's me, she already knows I don't fuck with Drake. So if I didn't get into it with Drake myself just for him being there, I'm definitely breaking up with that chick for disregarding my existence for a nigga that I don't care for. She would have came back 30, 40 minutes later. I wouldn't have been there. I'd already been home, swiping right on whatever dating app there is so I can piss her off.
Okay.
And that's me putting it as politically correct as I can.
I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna tell you after I hear what Ro said. I'm gonna tell you what I would have done. Go ahead, Ro.
So this particular chick wasn't my girlfriend. It was a chick that I was actually getting at in the club.
No. It's your girl.
No. I'm telling you. Oh. That situation happened to me, but the chick was not my girl. Back in the day, one of them B2K niggas was in this club, and I was getting at this chick, and him and his boys walked by, and the nigga like looked at her, and she was like, "Oh, that's such and such from B2K," and she was like, "Oh, what's your name? Oh, take my number." And she left with them. I was like, "All right, shit, bye, bitch."
Yeah.
So,
yes.
but if it was my girl, if it was my girl, shit, I would have left. I wasn't gonna sit there and wait. Shit, you left with that nigga. You better have that nigga pay for you a Lyft or an Uber to get your ass back to wherever you going. Cause I ain't gonna. Come on, man. Hell no. Your girl.
Hey, and whatever she left in my car would have been in that parking lot.
Right. So I think, look, that's an L. We all can agree that's an L. But when life hand you L's, you gotta try to make them W's. So here's what I propose. When she proceeds to go over there and hang out with him for 30, 40 minutes, however long she was hanging out with the dude, I then walk over there, start some trouble. Start a fight. Okay? Start a fight. Like, just, if possible, you swing for Drake. But if you can't get to Drake, you got to hit one of those big-ass linebacker bodyguards. Okay, whatever. But here's what happens. The melee ends. The story gets out that Drake somewhat took your girl, and a fight ensued. You sue that dude for $100 million. He's not going to pay you $100 million, but he's going to settle out of court. You become a millionaire. Win-win for you. You know the chick ain't. You lose a chick that wasn't really down with you, and you walk away with some money. Now, granted, you probably had to
because it's somebody that already tried to do that with that cat that plays for the Eagles. The brother that plays for the Eagles. I forgot his name. Some cat was getting ready to get married, and his fiance ran off with I forgot. Damn, I think is it Fletcher? Something Fletcher. I think that was him. The dude fiance ran off with he wanted to sue him for like $30 million, and I don't think he got
for taking
that
his girl.
I don't even, yeah. There's a law that if you take somebody's girl or whatever the case may be, they can sue you. Yeah.
I thought that's where that. Now don't get mad at me. Your bitch chose me. Now we can handle this like we got some class. Or we can get into some gangster shit. I thought that was the law.
You know. Well, you know, in our eyes, yeah, that's what it is. You know, say, man, your bitch chose me. But yeah, man, look, yeah, I saw that last year, man. Some dude, he was like a he was like a cat in the military. He came home and was getting ready to get married, and his fiance met that cat that played for the Eagles, and she chose up.
Man, she destroyed a man defending our country.
I want the football player.
Not the
Took
hero.
somebody's fiance.
Boy, man,
that's not his
they
fault.
vets like shit at every cost, huh?
Yeah, that's true. At every single turn. The NFL obviously don't give a fuck about the military. There you go. There's proof.
Yeah, cold world, man.
There's proof. Kneel for that. Take a knee for that.
Damn.
Take 15
That's
yards for
some shit,
that.
Man. Fuck, that's an L.
Yeah, that's the biggest L.
El Capitan.
Yeah, he probably had post-traumatic stress disorder from that. He was like, I've been in fucking Iraq and Afghanistan. Ain't nothing as traumatizing as this.
Fuck.
IQ, I know you wanted to, I don't want to steal your thunder, but we got to talk about this because the only reason we really got to talk about this is because I brought this up on a call, on a past call. Your girl Kim Kardashian just met with Donald Trump. And
oh man.
Before we get into the meat and potatoes of what they met about, I want you to recall a previous call that we've had where I stated that the Kardashians are going to look to take over the White House. Do you remember that?
I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's coming to fruition, unfortunately.
You were right. And let's be honest, like if people really listen to these calls like closely, we do low key be predicting the future. We really do.
Yes.
So it's funny you brought up the Kim Kardashian thing because I actually through the Fried Bologna Instagram account got in a little bit of a Instagram war with somebody because
I love it.
Yeah. Because,
hey,
you know.
We welcome all beef, then we heat them with flat irons.
Because around here, Fried Bologna, I mean, we support. Look, we're open to hear everybody's opinions, but we don't support stupid ass opinions. So, so basically, some girl commented on Instagram saying, essentially, why are y'all getting mad at Kim Kardashian for meeting with the president? The only thing that matters is the result. She's trying to bring about change. So then I replied and I was like, well, if you look at it that way and you're not like, you got to think about intention too. Is she really doing that for change? Or is she really doing that for some type of personal gain? And given her fucking track record, I'm sorry. I'm going to think she's doing it for personal gain. Shit. Nino Brown was passing out turkeys in the hood in New Jack, but he was also pumping the city with crack, right? So she then says, again, it's all about the result. And by the way, don't at me. So I replied and I was like, well, in that case, then Trump should just meet with fucking Ronald McDonald next to discuss like famine in fucking America if he's willing to meet with anybody regarding their weak ass intentions, right? Here's the thing. I say this seriously. We're doomed. We're doomed because what's going to start happening is what's already happened is as far as actual policies and change getting done in the White House, we're just going to have fucking celebrities coming in there. Kanye, Meek, Kim Kardashian, and the general public is going to accept that shit.
I would respect Meek because he had, some personal experience with shit that could be changed, and it obviously it's good PR.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, though, it's you're being used though. That's the problem I have. It's like, that dude does not bring you in to really sit down and talk about something. It's just PR shit. But what's even scarier though is it seems that the general public is cool with it. That's the problem. That's what's getting scary, man. 90% of those down. Right. 90% of those comments on that Instagram post were positive. They were in support of that shit. Can't do it, man. It actually should have been Unfuckwittable Part 2.
Yeah, it could have been. I thought about it, but I think I've already used the Kardashian as Unfuckwittable. I mean, don't get me wrong. If I do an Unfuckwittable on anybody more than once, they've earned themselves a spot in the Unfuckwittable Hall of Fame. So it would have been a good idea for me to insert her there, but I figured the Roseanne shit was a little more pertinent. Anyway, let's take a look at Kim Kardashian's track record on social issues. Okay, we're done looking at her track record on social issues. Kim Kardashian stands for absolutely nothing. She stands for personal gain and self. Two things that appeal to Donald Trump. This broad was in a fucking sex tape that did numbers, right? And they're welcoming that bitch into the White House? What could she possibly add? She doesn't give a fuck about prison reform.
But here's the thing, though. This is the thing, though. Donald Trump doesn't give a fuck about prison reform. His administration doesn't give a fuck about prison reform. So inviting Kim Kardashian to something like that, it just shows this is a joke to us, and we're going to show you how much of a joke it is to us. We're going to invite Kim Kardashian. So basically, Donald Trump's term is just the celebrity apprentice for the nation to see.
Yeah, it's photo ops.
That's it. Yeah. It's just, what other celebrity can we bring on? So, you have Omarosa, you have Kanye, you have Kim Kardashian. Next, you'll have Lil Jon, then Gary Busey, and you'll have all of these people that'll come and contribute to serious shit, but they have nothing. They have no knowledge about what it is that he's inviting them to. So it's prison reform. Come over and we'll just shoot the shit. We won't talk about prison reform. We'll just come over and shoot the shit. It's like me having it's like me saying hey man, I'm having a business meeting at my house. I want to discuss us starting a startup business with each other, a brand together, and then y'all come over with your business hat on. I open the door and you come in, and I'm just sitting in some fucking balling shorts and some flip flops watching ESPN. Y'all like, the fuck?
Why would you be wearing flip flops? What part of the game is this? Anyway, that's beside the point. That wasn't your point. I was just wondering why you was wearing flip flops.
I wear flip flops around the house, dog. I don't want to mess with it. Yeah. You don't have. I forgot. You have actual house shoes. My bad. That's that suburban.
Yeah, man,
shit.
I rock Debo.
That's what that suburban shit is. You actually have a pair of house shoes. Me, whatever I put on my feet is my house shoe. Whatever I put on my feet is my house shoe. If it's a flip flop, if I decide to take an old pair of J's and cut the back of them bitches out and use them, that's my house shoe. Yeah,
that's some nigga shit right there.
Yeah, that's some nigga shit. That's what niggas do from the projects. We walk in the back of shoes.
So Kim Kardashian is not a smart person. Now, I don't mean that like not smart to release a sex tape to make a lot of money off of it to get some attention, which catapults you into making a show and all these other kind of businesses from it. That is smart in a way where you use sex to sell shit. That's not smart in a way where it takes any intellectual brain power to do anything. Kim Kardashian is not an intellectual. She has no knowledge of criminal or prison reform. And somebody listening to this podcast right now is probably saying, well, how do you know? Nigga, how do you know? I have a better chance of being right than you do. We all know that Kim Kardashian has no idea about anything else aside from her vocal fry and when her next surgery is scheduled for. That's all Kim Kardashian knows. Fuck Kim Kardashian.
But here's the thing though, man. Like I'm trying to tell y'all, man. Like I'm probably on social media a lot more than you guys are, and it's really starting to get alarming. How stupid people are. Like, you know what it kind of feel, and I feel like I'm trying to warn people. Like I'm trying to give people a heads up. Like, hey man, like there's a lot of stupid people on Earth, you know, and it feels like. You know what it feel like? It feel like an episode of Walking Dead, like the first episode, where it's like ATC. Like
I was saying that the other day to somebody. I feel like I'm living in the Walking Dead, except for the zombies are like real life, actual fucking people who are just like dumb as shit
with their face down in their phones.
Right, you know? Right. It's like, hey, like somebody fucking got bit around the corner, and he was tripping. And you try to tell people, and they're like, man, get out of here with that. It's like that. You trying to warn people, and they don't really see it. Like, go on social media, man, and just
like
read comments
as loud as you can, but nobody can hear.
Right,
man.
But
I feel what it is when you know, with society and where we are now is because society has been sissified, and everybody has this thing where if you're not going along with what, you know, society says go along with, then you're looked at as a hater. And nobody wants to be considered or called a hater. That's the thing. It's like, yeah, me too. I'm like, hey, if I don't like some shit, I don't like it. You can call me a hater all you want. Like, you know what I mean? Because if you're not if you don't have an opinion on your own, then you're just a dick rider to me.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know,
pretty much, yeah.
If you see something, you know, is whack or you disagree with it, but you don't want to say it, and you just want to go along just to get along, then basically you just dick ride.
You're a Drake fan. Yeah.
And that's what happens. Like I feel like you are a hater if you just say, oh, that shit whack. Like if you bringing up some valid points, like why we think Kim Kardashian shouldn't be meeting with the president, that's not hating. That's proving a valid point. But you can't, man. You have no idea, man. This shit's getting crazy, man.
But check it out. I mean, shit. Here it is, a man with no political history behind him. Shit, he's the president now. So,
shit.
Yeah. Anything's possible.
Walking Dead, bruh.
Shit, you got. I mean, now you got everybody feeling like they can be the president now. Shit, they talking about The Rock may run for president.
Yeah, I love The Rock, but he needs to keep his motherfucking ass off my ballot.
Yeah, I fucks with The Rock. I'm a fan of his. Ever since
I don't want to see his name on the ballot. I don't want to see Dwayne Johnson Independent running for president. I don't want to see that shit. Speaking of celebrities, though, I heard some news this week that actually got me excited. They're going to do another Spawn, which is one of my favorite superhero movies. The first one starred Michael Jai White. But the new Spawn is going to star Eric
Jamie
Bishop,
Foxx.
Also known as Jamie Foxx. Is anybody else excited about this, or is it just me?
It's just you.
I was excited until they cast Jamie Foxx as fucking Spawn. But
you don't like Jamie Foxx as an actor?
I like Jamie Foxx as an actor. I'm not feeling him as Spawn, bruh. Maybe I'm biased though. Maybe I wanted Michael Jai White in that bitch again, man. I don't know. He 45 years old, but he don't age, man.
But Michael Jai White, didn't he dog you out at the grocery store?
Yeah, he fucking did me dirty, man. Yeah.
Yeah,
But check this out. This is crazy. I saw him 2 weeks ago at the Cheesecake Factory, and I said, "Hey, what's up? Remember me?" He said, "What's up, bruh?"
No.
And I kept walking. No, true story. Yes. Seriously.
Hey.
He sat 2 tables away from us.
That's what's up.
Y'all want to hear?
But we got another story.
Is there another story? Hold up, before you get to your story, though. No,
because it's going along with what we're talking about. It's going along with the person that we're talking about.
Oh, but we're done with Spawn, though.
It's 2 stories about the person we're talking about.
Okay, but is it about Spawn?
Are we moving on from
Spawn?
It's about Jamie Foxx.
Okay, it's about Jamie Foxx.
Okay,
all right.
I do want to hear these stories about Jamie Foxx.
So another one of my true Hollywood. Another one of my true Hollywood. So, Jamie Foxx used to live in Vegas. He had a house down the street from where my mom lives. And
did not know that.
Yeah, when he was right when he got done doing In Living Color, right around the time he started doing the Jamie Foxx show, he moved to Vegas. He had a house right down the street from where my mom lives. I hoop with Jamie Foxx. I used to hoop with him. I played ball with him. There's a big ass park out here called Sunset Park, and he was out there hooping. I played with him there, and then over at this gym.
Wait, real quick. Is that park? Is that the same park that Floyd Mayweather gave TC the biz at?
No. First of all,
okay.
Mayweather didn't give me the business at any part. That was Desert Breeze that I saw him and your boy Marcus Banks.
Oh, shout out to Marcus Banks. That dude's a baller.
Yeah, Marcus is a hooper. I played with Floyd too, and of course I played with Marcus. His brother-in-law was my roommate in college, so I've been knowing Marcus since he was in junior high school. But
do you fuck with Marcus still, or are you still on? I don't.
I haven't talked to Marcus or seen Marcus in quite some time. The last time I was actually hooped with him when he was playing with the Raptors. We were all playing.
Okay. Shouts out to Marcus Banks, one of Las Vegas' own. Anyway, back to your story.
So one night I'm chilling at home and my boy, he hits me up. He was like, "Hey, I got this chick and she got a homegirl and they want us to come through." And I was like, "All right, I'm with it." He was like, "All right, I'll be there in like 20 minutes to get you." So he comes pick me up. We stop. We get a bottle of Hennessy, some apple juice, and
niggas.
two bottles of 40-ounce Mickeys.
Niggas.
So we go up to this house. So we go up to this
disaster.
So we go up to this house
can come from 2 40s of Mickeys, some Hennessy, some apple juice.
Hey,
was y'all out there committing crimes?
Is the shit. Hey,
I know it is. That shit is delicious.
Yeah, it is. So we go up to this house on Sunrise Mountain, and we get there, and I'm like, "Damn, this is a nice house." So when we walk in the house, it's a painting of a nigga playing the piano, and I'm like, "Damn, I'm like, that nigga look like Jamie Foxx." And my boy starts laughing. He was like, "Nigga, this is Jamie Foxx's house," and I was like, "Oh shit, for real?" He's like, "Yeah, his sister is the chick I'm about to hook you up with." So I'm like, "Oh, okay, all right, whatever, So
you better get hooked up with Wanda.
we kicking it, smoking whatever. So, long story short, yeah, your boy smashed Fox's sister.
Okay, can we go down the line of famous niggas' sisters that you smashed?
Oh, I smashed Floyd's sister too.
I know.
Damn. It's a living legend.
Yeah, I guess. You want me to put the cherry on the sundae of the what would she be considered, a D-list celebrity?
Go ahead. Who?
Yeah.
Million Blue.
Oh, that's right. Yo, I talked to her on the phone. All right, so For all of our listeners who don't know, Million Blue was a porn star in like the early 2000s, mid 2000s. Well, early to like the 2010s, like that, around that time. IQ, I'm certain you know who she is.
Yeah, I think I'm familiar with her. I'm gonna do some more research, but yeah.
I remember Ro telling me that, and I was like, Million Blue from Booty Talk 19, and he said, yeah, that'd be her. And he goes, I'll call her right now. He goes, but she don't go by Million. I call her by her real name. So we're on the phone, and he says some shit like, hey, my cousin is a big fan. And I was like, hey, it's a pleasure talking to you. I hope we can meet sometime. And we never met. But yeah, Ro's been out there.
Here's the crazier story though. I remember you telling me about that, but I had no idea the cousin was Ro. This whole time, I remember that story. That's nuts. Wow.
Yeah, that was back when we was living together.
Damn.
Well,
hey, Ro, it's an honor, sir. It's an honor.
No, when I cause I was fucking with her before she started doing porn.
Right. Well, yeah, and you wasn't fucking with her while we was living together. That was before then. I might have fucked up the timeline.
Yeah, when I was fucking with her, I think you were either a senior in high school or you were a freshman in college.
Yeah. Yeah, that is some legendary shit, man. Not everybody can say that.
Yeah, man.
Whatever happened to her?
Man, yeah.
To be continued on that.
What happened with her?
Huh.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Last time I seen her, shit, we smashed in a hotel, and she was talking about wanting to be with me, and I'm like, nah, because I knew that she, you know, she was like stripping, and you know, then she was doing other shit, and I knew her ass was a liar because she had went up to my job and told my boy, oh yeah, I was with Ro all day today, and we went and have lunch, and I went to his basketball game and watched him play basketball, and then my nigga hit me up. He was like, hey, what you do today? I was like, nah, I ain't do shit today. He was like, man, your girl up here lying her ass off. She talking about some, y'all went to lunch and she went to your basketball game and this, that, and the third. But she did take me to the porn awards with her and to some other shit.
Oh, man, how was that?
She would come to town. Yeah, like I used to like fuck with her.
Yeah, I've always wanted to go to the AVN Awards, you know, just to take the atmosphere in.
Dude, that shit is the weirdest shit I've ever been to in my life.
I believe it. And I think that we all deserve to be a part of some weird shit from time to time.
Because I'm sitting there, I'm sitting there with her, and so we get there. So she had got tickets for me and her, and then she got 2 more tickets. So I gave those 2 tickets to my boy D-Nell and his chick. So then when we got there, she was like, "Oh, I'm meeting up with my friend. She's, she gonna sit with us." And it was Pinky. Triple. Pinky
Moment of silence for Pinky.
Pinky.
Oh, I know who Pinky is.
Yeah, with the fat ass.
Oh, you.
So
yeah. You don't need any descriptions. We know very well who Pinky is.
Yeah, so we're all sitting together, and I'm sitting there, and it's like, when they're doing the fucking, the categories of, best blowjob scene, and this, that, and the third, and these chicks are winning. I'm like, damn, this is like somebody's fucking daughter. That's all I was thinking. I'm like, this is somebody, like, how are you as, like, how awkward is that? You invite people over to your house and, so how is your daughter doing? Oh, she's fine. She just graduated college, has a degree in marketing. And, how is your daughter? Oh, she's a dentist. My daughter just finished real estate school. She's, and then you come around and so, how's your daughter doing? What's she doing with her life? Oh, she just won 2018 best cum shot. See.
Hey, Hey, can I take a quick timeout for a second? I know you're in the middle of a story, but you realizing that's somebody's daughter, respectfully, when has that ever mattered to you before?
It mattered at that moment. It mattered at that moment. It mattered at that moment. It don't matter when I'm in the act.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
That's all. That's all. I'm like, damn. You know, they actually have a award show for this. That's what, you know. I'm just sitting there, and then I'm saying all of these people that I hadn't seen fucking on video. You know. And I'm like, damn.
I ran into living in Vegas. You do run into a lot of weird people. I ran into Charlie Chase one time. I didn't know it was Charlie Chase at the moment. One of my homeboys had to let me know that was her, and then we ran into somebody else. I forget her name, but me and a couple of homies, we ran into her too, and we were all me. And two of my homeboys, you know them. Actually, all y'all know them. It was it was Joe and Chase, and it was this one black chick and this one white chick. And we were talking to them, and the white chick was like, "I think we should go," and the black chick's like, "No, let's talk." And Chase is like, "Yo, I know you from somewhere." And so after we're done talking, we part ways, and then he stops and is like, "That's so and so." I was like, so-and-so. I was like, why does that name sound familiar? Then we get on the Googles, and I'm like, no way. The first picture we saw was with jizz all over her face. Made her a lot less appealing.
See, I haven't met any porn stars, but I've driven behind a porn star. I was behind Valerie K.
No, that's a good place to be behind.
Yeah, right. And you're probably wondering, how did I know it was Valerie K? Because the license plate said Valerie K. And then I was behind her, and I was on my way to work. Actually, I don't know if you remember this, TC, but I actually sent you a picture of the license plate.
Yes.
Because I was like, hey, look, I'm behind. Yeah. So I had to confirm. I mean, there's no way, you know. So I'm actually on my way to work. I said, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna be 10 minutes late. And so I swooped around traffic and looked like her. So I'm going with it. Yeah, I drove behind Valerie K.
I followed her all the way home.
Yeah, man.
Just to get an autograph. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I guess this is a perfect segue. Ro, I know you've got a lot of stories to sort through. But would you regale us with one of your tales of debauchery?
So, I mean, if you want to hear, you know, my favorite.
If it's your favorite, it's our
favorite. I'm not gonna tell you my favorite because it's kind of disgusting. But anyway, but so
okay.
You know, back in my youth. So I met this chick.
That's a long time ago.
I met this chick in the club. You know, this light skinned sister from L.A. So she's like, oh, you know, I dance, and you know, I want to come back to Vegas. You know, I want to dance. You know, blah blah. Because I heard the money is good out here. I was like, oh yeah, you should do that. You know, if you ever need a place to stay, you can come stay with me. I don't have no kids. I have my own place. You know, blah blah. This, that, and the third. So she was like, all right, cool. So I'm thinking, I give her my number, but I'm like, I know this broad ain't going, I know she's not going to hit me up. So, you know, it is what it is. 2 weeks later, she's like, hey, what are you doing? And I'm like, nothing, I'm chilling. She was like, oh, me and my homegirl, we're going to come to Vegas for the weekend. And I want to know if we could stay with you because we're going to dance. You know, we found a club. You know, we're going to come down there, blah, blah. I was like, yeah, that's cool. You know, I have a 1-bedroom, so you and your homegirl, y'all can sleep in my bed, and I'll just sleep on the couch. And she's like, all right, cool. So they come. I meet them at the Luxor. They follow me to my crib. I was living in North Las Vegas at the time. So Her homegirl leaves. She's like, oh, I gotta, I know this dude out here. I'm about to go kick it with him, whatever. I'm like, all right, cool. So her homegirl leaves. Me and her, we leave. We go to a bar, have a couple of drinks, come back, roll something up, smoke. I smash. The next day, her and her homegirl, they leave to go, get their like share of cards or whatever that they needed to dance, here in town. They come back a couple hours later.
And vaccinations.
They come back a couple of hours later. She leaves. The chick, the chick that I, initially met, she leaves. Her homegirl goes to take a shower. So while homegirl is in the shower, she like cracks the door open a little bit. She's like, "Hey, Ro, can you bring me a towel? I forgot to grab a towel." And I'm thinking to myself like, "You ain't forget no damn towel." So I go and I hand her the towel through the door. And when I go to hand her the towel, she just opens the door like wide open. She just standing there naked. Like, "You want to get in?" I was like, "Shit, hell yeah. Get in."
Yes, I do.
Get in, smash a homegirl in the shower. So they leave. Fast forward to the night. They leave. They go dance. They go do their thing. Come back the next morning. She's like, "Oh, I got another homegirl that's coming from LA. She wants to stay here." And I'm like, fuck. Like, it's only one bedroom here. And it's, me and 3 chicks. 4 people in a 1-bedroom crib. I mean, a 1-bedroom apartment.
Yo, your apartment was the end of the rainbow.
Right.
Your apartment was the pot of gold.
The black chick comes and she's like, "Oh, I don't want to stay here because I know that I have a sugar daddy out here, blah, blah. I'll just kick it." So the black chick, she couldn't dance yet because when she came, it was like on a Friday, so she wasn't going to be able to get her working cards and shit until the following Monday. So they go and dance. Me and the black chick, we kicking it in the crib. Smoking, drinking. I end up smashing a black chick. Couple days later. So the black chick, she leaves. Then she comes back like the following week with 2 more females. This Mexican chick, look, with this Mexican chick and a chick from Nicaragua, right? Now, the chick from Nicaragua and the Mexican chick, they was kind of like girlfriends. They was like, I guess from what the chick was telling me, she was like, "Oh, I know them from LA, blah, blah. They fuck with each other. Like, they together. But I'm like, I don't really think so unless they like plan it like real low key. Anyway, long story short, I ended up having a foursome with the black chick, the 2 chicks that were supposed to be together, and the chick that I smashed when I went into the shower. Because the chick that I initially met, the light-skinned chick, we'll just say her name is D. She went back to LA because these chicks were staying with me for like damn near a month. And so I do all it. So look, I had this foursome with him. The next morning, my Uncle Milk, he had a tendency of just popping up at my crib. Like he would just unannounced. He just come over. So
full disclosure, he does that. I'm in the
I'm in a room, high, drunk. Like you wake up from a night like that, you're like, oh shit. So I hear somebody knocking on the door, and I'm like, who the fuck is knocking on my door? Unannounced. I'm not thinking it's my uncle. I'm thinking it's like maybe it's a neighbor or something. I don't know, because the complex that I lived in, they used to complain a lot about me having so much traffic coming in and out of my place. Because like they would always just see random females leaving. Like family members of mine leaving, this, that, and the third. So he's knocking on the door, and I tell the chick to go and answer the door. I'm not knowing that this bitch don't have no clothes on. She gets up and goes, opens the door, topless. And I could just hear my uncle say, "Jones!" Because my uncles, they call me Jones. He's like, Jones, come outside. So I go outside, and my uncle like, what the hell you got going on here? I was like, man. I was like, why you ain't call me before you came over here? Call you? I don't need to call you to come over your house. What you talking about? Every time I come over here, you got a girl over here. I said, yeah, well, it's more than one in there right now. I said, there's like 4 up there right now. He's like, what? I hope you wearing protection.
I bet he never popped up unannounced again. Then again, he probably did.
Yeah, he did. He did a couple weeks later. Then talking about, oh, you need to settle down. It's like, man.
Wow.
Still
man.
Shenanigans.
Wow.
Couple thoughts here. Couple thoughts before we go. Ro, I'm sure you know you're a listener.
That situation is on a video somewhere in the world.
I hope to never see it.
It's on a video somewhere in the world.
After this call blows up, it'll be all over the social medias.
Yeah, we're gonna have to upload it on our YouTube channel, bro. Couple things here. Like, I don't know about Tin Man over there, but I'm somewhat speechless here. But as someone who, I don't know, I feel like I have my fair share of stories. Ro, you're blowing me out the water, bruh. This is equivalent to me hooping in a suburban area and telling my folks I could go pro, and then I go to the hood and play somebody that's really like have them skills. And you're like, oh shit, I had no idea there's people out here like this. My God, bruh. Secondly, we were just gonna call you Cousin Ro for the episode, but I mean, if you're okay, I propose we call you Goat Ro or maybe Lil Ro. I don't know, bruh. We might go with Goat Ro.
The story I want to tell. Tin Man said is too gross. He don't want to hear it. So
it might be too.
There's
much.
A story better than that.
I'm not sure if it's better.
It's not better, but man, like I've spent a lifetime of like really getting it in.
Yeah, wow. You should have got paid for it.
I should have. That's what one of my surrogate aunts told me. She was like, "You giving all that dick away for free?"
I mean, yo, you have no shame. I think that's half of getting in the industry.
Nah. If you talking about getting on camera and doing that shit, hell no.
Okay, or maybe the escort industry.
Nah.
The gigolo industry, if you will.
Nah. I like doing shit for shock value.
Yeah, and that other story that I'm not sure you should tell is definitely shocking.
Doing things for shock value, like doing shit and then telling my boys and like looking at the responses on their faces, like looking at the reaction, like, dude, are you serious? Because a lot of the things that I've done, my boys be like, dude, you lying, you ain't do that shit. And I'm like, yeah, I did. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And I'm like, I don't care. And it's like, yeah, man.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, man, you have problems. I was like,
yeah, I think a quarter of our text message exchanges are me asking you what's wrong with you.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so I guess on that note, last thing I'll ask you guys before we get out of here is Game 2 predictions. Now, by the time this call drops, Game 2 would have been in the bag. So what What are y'all game 2 predictions for the Cavs and Warriors?
I got the Warriors winning game 2, and I got LeBron scoring. I'm gonna go with 80.
He didn't quite score 70 something like you said he would the first game, but he was damn near there.
And you see what happened. He didn't do enough, bruh. He didn't quite do enough.
You can't put that on him.
20 points off. Yeah.
What about you, Ro?
Warriors win. LeBron scores 38. The Cavs get blew out, but LeBron has 38. 38, 9, and 10.
I guess I'm the only one here with some hope or delusion. Probably a little of both. I think the Cavs win. I think they're extremely motivated. I think, again, I think JR goes on a tear, proving a point that he's not the mentally ill child that we know him to be. And he actually plays like a professional basketball player and comes out swinging. And he makes somewhat of a difference in the game. So that's where I'm going. Cavs by 4. LeBron scores 43.
Damn.
JR has a nice 21. Kevin Love probably somewhere around 15 to 20 himself. And that's enough to get them over the hump. Or
TBD.
The Warriors blow out the Cavs.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Ro, thanks for joining us, man. I if it's cool with IQ, I hope we can have you on sometime in the near future. That'd be dope.
Yeah, because by the way, hi IQ, I'm cousin number 2. I don't know if you remember that situation, but I'm cousin number 2.
Yeah.
Oh God, it gets better.
Yeah. Oh, we should have probably said that a while ago. Yeah. Yeah, he's cousin 2. The one that got caught in that pickle.
Yeah. I should have did it, but I was like, nah, if I do this shit will it will be a family situation that I don't want to deal with. So yeah, I was like, nah, I'm gonna charge it to the game.
The legend continues. Jesus Christ. It's been an honor, sir. We definitely got to have Rogan. Yeah, write a book. Sell that bitch for $19.95 on Amazon.
Hey, I already thought about it.
Rose exploits. That's what you should call it.
Hey, I look at it like this. If Corinne Steffens' ass could write books about all the motherfuckers she done been with, I should do it too.
You should. And yours would probably be funnier.
Yeah, man. Hey, cut that check. Cut that check, Amazon.
Yeah. Well, Rose got to cut the check too because this is our idea, and some Fried Bologna influence.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, you should probably cut a check too.
Yeah,
bro.
you know how it is. You know how business is. 25%.
Yeah, a piece.
I'll let y'all. I'll give y'all each a free copy of the book, and then I'll bring y'all along on the book signing tour, and y'all can reap the benefits of my success.
Nope. Don't make it hot. Don't make it hot in here. Nope. We're cutting that off. No.
You can enjoy
I would just love to travel the world. How about that? Huh?
Hey, travel the world sleeping with girls.
Nope. Nuh-uh. Not IQ. Not IQ. He doesn't get down like that.
Hey, Ro. Hey, we got families, bro. We got families out here listening to this episode, bro.
Well, I mean, I wasn't talking about you. I was talking about Tin Man. I know your situation.
Oh, hey, I'm on a sabbatical.
Oh shit.
Wait, is it June yet?
All right. I'll just,
Wait, it's June, huh?
I'll just cut y'all checks, and then y'all can go spend some of the money on nice rings for your significant others.
Oh, I don't have one of those.
You will.
I don't have one of those.
You probably will by the time the book comes out.
Oh, that sounds like a challenge. Now I'm gonna purposefully stay single.
Oh man.
But anyway, bro, thanks for joining us, man. We appreciate you, man. Thanks for the stories.
Hey.
Thanks for the laughs. Either you're gonna be extremely loved or hated by our audience. I'm not sure which one.
Well, you know, I'm prepared for the worst.
I believe that.
You know, but hey, I'm just a guest.
Yeah, I guess we'll deal with the backlash.
Yeah.
Hey, IQ, man.
Oh, man.
Pleasure talking to you, homie.
Oh man, likewise, man. And thanks again, bro, for coming on the show, bro.
Yes, sir.
And to all of our listeners out there, and IQ, if you haven't forgotten, we're just a couple of suburban hood niggas out here trying to make it.
Amen, brother. Amen.
All right, y'all take it easy.
All right, peace.
Peace.
Peace.